that we can second pick Morphling and then ban to protect it and then draft around what secret do.
And this time they banned the AA. They're like, all right, we picked it into that last time, but we've saw, you know, it is a counter. It straight up is. So just get rid of it.
With the Doom on top of it, that just would be too much for a Morphling to deal with.
And different positions to play it in as well for secret.
Yeah.
Oracle goes on. I mean, the Darkseer was banned. I wonder why they banned the Oracle. I guess Oracle Morphling, it's just too good. You get the free save, so much heal. Never mind.
Yeah, do you think they're still going to look for a saving support? Because there's not that many left in the pool. Not really any conventional ones anymore either.
Yeah, they're banning. I mean, all the saves concepts are gone. Like the OD Banish is gone.
Oh, and there's the one we talked about.
Although Puppy did play Lion once, but I am leaving.
Well, look at the 3 heroes you have. That's...
Yeah.
What would you put Puppy on out of
He
that?
might play Doom.
You think he'll do the Croaky Doom?
Yeah.
You know, Enigma used to be one of his signature heroes.
As well.
Very long time ago.
The phase boot drum build.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like doing just random stuff. He's phase boot drums on Enigma. Well, look at the 3 heroes you have. That's...
Yeah.
What would you put Puppy on out of
He
that?
might play Doom.
You think he'll do the Croaky Doom? Yeah.
You know, Enigma used to be one of his signature heroes.
As well.
Very long time ago.
The phase boot drum build, like everyone else was like doing just random stuff. He's like phase boot drums on Enigma. That's...
Yeah.
What would you put Puppy on out of that?
He might play Doom.
You think he'll do the Croaky Doom? Yeah.
You know, Enigma used to be one of his signature heroes. Very long time ago.
The phase boot drum build, like everyone else was like doing just random stuff. He's like phase boot drums on Enigma. That's...
Yeah.
What would you put Puppy on out of that?
He might play Doom.
You think he'll do the Croaky Doom? Yeah.
You know, Enigma used to be one of his signature heroes. Very long time ago.
Build, like everyone else was like doing just random stuff. He's like phase boot drums on Enigma. That's...
Yeah.
What would you put Puppy on out of that?
He might play Doom.
You think he'll do the Croaky Doom? Yeah.
You know, Enigma used to be one of his signature heroes. Very long time ago.
Build, like everyone else was like doing just random stuff. He's like phase boot drums on Enigma. That's...
Yeah.
What would you put Puppy on out of that? You think he'll do the Croaky Doom?
You know, Enigma used to be one of his signature heroes. Very long time ago.
Build, like everyone else was like doing just random stuff. He's like phase boot drums on Enigma. That's...
Yeah.
What would you put Puppy on out of that? You think he'll do the Croaky Doom?
You know, Enigma used to be one of his signature heroes. Very long time ago.
Jungle.
The first bit of this draft went pretty fast, especially compared to their previous games, and now it's just slowed down. It makes me think that they indeed were kind of expecting the first couple of picks and bans from the other team.
Yeah, I feel that's how drafts go. Like you almost all, because right, all those papers you see these coaches and captains holding are almost always openings. Like if they pick this, we will pick this into that. Like I think the first 2 picks are actually pretty normal for both teams because you're always gonna have that counter.
And both teams kind of, you go in having a good idea of what you want to pick, and they'll start the draft with, and then you can't really plan that far into the future.
Because then there's 2 bans, there's 2 more bans after that, yeah.
So Liquid, I think they're just going was very much, we want to take first pick so that we can second pick Morphling, and then ban to protect it, and then draft around what secret do.
And this time they banned the AA. They're like, all right, we picked it into that last time, but we've saw, you know, it is a counter. It straight up is, so just get rid of it.
With the Doom on top of it, that just would be too much for a Morphling to deal with.
And different positions to play it in as well for secret.
Yeah.
So Liquid, I think
Oracle goes on. I mean, the Darkseer was banned. I wonder why they banned the Oracle. I guess Oracle Morphling, it's just too good. You get the free save, so much heal. Never mind.
Yeah, do you think they're still going to look for a saving support? Because there's not that many left in the pool. Not really any conventional ones anymore either.
Yeah, they're banning. I mean, all the saves concepts are gone. Like the OD banish is gone.
Ooh, and there's the one we talked about.
Although Puppy did play Lion once, but I am.
Well, look at the 3 heroes you have. That's
Yeah.
what would you put Puppy on out of
He might
those?
play Doom.
You think he'll do the Croaky Doom? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Enigma used to be one of his signature heroes.
Oh, dude, the
Puppy, yeah.
Very long time ago.
The phase boot drum build,
Yeah.
like everyone else was like doing just random stuff. He's like phase boot drums on Enigma. See ya.
Face drums.
That was a long. That was
2012.
Yes, that was a. We watched a lot of it.
Okay.
And Doom used to be one of the Puppy signature ones as well, and that was taking back to the first major rotation.
And these were both heroes that used to jungle level 1, and Puppy is probably the most famous jungling player in Dota 2 history, I would say, almost.
Behind Merlini, obviously, but
He invented it.
Yeah.
Puppy perfected it.
Yeah, exactly.
Jungle Lycan, Enigma, Chen, I mean, the obvious Chen Enchantress.
Oh, yeah.
Jungle everything.
He loves. He used to be one of the greediest support players out there, and jungle is the place to go when you want to be greedy.
It does mean that you gotta leave your lanes alone, which, you know, Enigma does want to play a little bit in that jungle. It means that Lion is the only support for the other 2 heroes to come. They need to be able to be a little bit self-sustainable, or safe at least.
I think we're seeing a 3-position Enigma. The 5 Enigma is unlikely.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think
For Enigma?
Or Enigma could be. But then, yeah, I guess if Puppy's playing the line in that case.
Yeah.
and they do the Nyx and the Sand. I just think Nyx is an overall just good hero.
For sure.
Yeah.
Carapace and walking a black hole at any point in the game before the BKB comes aligned against the Doom as well. It's a very useful hero.
And you can punish people, like, you don't have the best skills for the laning phase, but you have extremely high armor and base regen, which is nice. You just get a stout shield and hit people, boots and hit people. Not terrible.
But then, yeah, I guess if Puppy's playing the line, know what they want with the troll pick.
And they do.
And they get a 1-2 position that is just that. It can go either mid or safe lane. Like when you have that last pick of the draft, leaving it kind of open-ended where your last pick can be useful. It's a very useful hero.
And you can punish people, like, you don't have the best skills. I like the troll, though. It gives you, a late game that can. I still say morph, if you get to the late game, morph's probably better, but troll's one of those that can come online quicker than a morphling, and if you get 6 slotted, well, Morph's still 4 slotted, you will just run over him.
Yeah, you've got more fancies out of your other heroes in that sense.
And right now, it seems like Liquid are very interested in bursting heroes down, which is why they're banishing out. I mean, they're banning out like the banishes of OD and the save of Abaddon. So why not get a carry who can inherently save himself through the burst damage?
And that is scary. Like, what other hero do you want to pick on Liquid for, like, your middle or anything? When you're going into Lion, Doom, Enigma, it's so much just crazy disable.
It's the Matu pick. I mean, Lone Druid's still in the pool. It might be kind of greedy.
I mean, you can go for Razor. Pretty good against Troll Warlord, which is why they're banishing out. Just take him for a walk with your static link.
You don't need kind of that
Who can inherently save
initiating stun here. You've got Nick Sand King. Like, you've got plenty of control already.
In middle, though, Troll actually does pretty good versus Razor because of the smaller thing and you just go range for him. They go for it. I honestly think if they do Razor middle, you put Troll middle. I think in the side lane, Razor is way better versus Troll than in the mid lane.
Razor, pretty good against Troll Warlord. I mean, they don't necessarily. Well, actually, yeah, they probably will land it together.
Or you just, I mean, it's a good co-op game as well if mid one wants to play that.
We'll see if it gets banned out.
It is always tricky
you,
versus Nyx, but
yeah, that's why like a lot of that's why I love Nyx so much because it just forces to like the Lina we saw in the earlier series. GH's Nyx was just like, no, you're not allowed to cast any spells to get our creeps off your barracks. I'm just gonna sit here and carapace everything that you do. I mean, they don't necessarily. Well, actually,
These drafts they're feeling a little more even for me than the 2 of the other ones. And then again, I also said that I love Liquid's draft last game, and they got handled. So
that's why like a lot.
even. There's a Miracle Morphling.
there is. You're right.
But we said that about the GH Shaker last game also.
You feel like this one fits better already? Like this Morphling fits well in this draft?
I mean, Matu, Razor, and Morphling on Miracle seems to be like they've done that so many times before.
I do feel you're missing a lot of team fight control in Liquid, though. Sure, you have the Sand King stun and the Nyx Assassin, but your Razor and your Morphling don't give you any control. Obviously, Morphling can take over some, but like just naturally, they have less team fighting.
And they're last picking their 5 position here, so we'll see what that might be.
This Morphling fits.
Never a fan of that.
Is that necessarily true.
It could be a Croaky Nyx,
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
And that seems to be what Secret thinks. Shaman could be in a 4, so absolutely.
Sure, you have the Sand King stun and the Nyx Assassin. And Shaman, that actually gives you some teamfight control as well, and some push, because they are lacking in the push as well. Like, you have a Morphling who, sure, can hit towers, but none of those other 3 heroes want to hit towers at all.
Here, so we'll see.
5 seconds remaining.
And also, most of the typical heroes that people have been picking against Enigma.
It could be a Croaky Nyx, I think. Yeah.
And that seems.
I like the Naga ban. It's like you have the troll, he is going to be your carry. The Naga would just split up the map a lot like an Arc Warden would do.
Another hero that can slow down team fights. Another hero that gives you a disengage.
I don't know if Liquid want to consider saying to actually be able to stop that black BKB black hole for the late game, because they do have Morphling, which suggests, you know, it could go late game
10
and
seconds remaining.
you may want the Bane, the Wyvern type heroes.
Secret.
Yeah,
Wyvern,
yep, there you go.
And that does deal with Eidolons. That was something you mentioned
Yes,
out of the support.
very
So
true.
level 1 Splinter Blast is typically what we see now in Wyvern over the Arctic Burn, unless you're going for like a Courier Snipe, and you're quite a strong laner at level 1.
Yep. I do like the late game support. Like I love the Doom Enigma line because they all scale so well into the late game as like these supports, right?
10
So
seconds
the Morphling is the overall best carry, but then you look at the supports and it's just like those guys are scary. Like any of them with BKB refreshers are just insanely scary.
Yeah, that's why I can understand Liquid banning out the Naga Siren. They don't want to have to deal with having to go late.
Secret Arc Wardens, I would laugh. I don't think you can. Well, I guess against Nyx it's a little bit hard. It's not terrible.
It would be funny.
It would be really good. No, it's way too greedy. With an Enigma and a Doom, I just said they were like super greedy, so yeah, never mind, they can't.
So they need a core that is not super greedy.
Yeah, someone who ranks, and it'll be TA.
TA it is.
She's
Templar
reasonably greedy.
Look at these drawings. These people make some
Dude,
insane.
they're artists. Yeah, we got a lot of.
I think the dog is printed.
The
Yes.
Meepo and the
Well,
Morphin.
yes,
Yeah.
but yeah, I can't do that. I can barely do stick figures. The TA pick, I like it. It's greedy in a sense. It's really greedy during the laning phase, but once you get like a Deso Blink, you take Roche, you just start running over people while your troll's going to be farming.
Has an important factor as well that we've been talking about, a vision.
It does.
Yeah.
Vision and
The
Roche.
traps and Roche.
Keeps lane shoved out, so
Yep.
it's very annoying to play against. The lane is, we've seen more TA against the Razor, but still slightly Razor favored.
And still, the push is not that strong from Liquid, finishing off with the Wyverns. So being able to constantly cut creep waves with those traps, it's going to be difficult for Liquid to finally get to a tower.
I've gone first last, 2 times. Let's see what you guys have to say.
We have sound going to go Liquid. Miracle Morphling.
Okay.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, okay. I'll go Secret. Nisha Troll, Yapster Line. Let's go, baby.
I'll go Secret. I just think the greeter supports into the late game. If it does go late game, the supporting cast of Secret I think is much better. Wyvern does help a little bit, but I think this TA could just up the tempo and we could see a 25 from Secret.
All right. We're going to find out what's going to happen in the third game of this best of 5 grand finals. And we are going to find out together with ODPixel and Fogged.
Well, game 1, the Miracle Morph ended up working out pretty well against a lineup that Secret, clear-cut answers. Heroes that were strong against it. Secret, they've got something different. Can they beat the Morph this time?
They've got the line, they've got some instant disables. I want to see if they're going to go for a quick Spirit Festival or something on the Doom. We'll see.
Let's find out. Let's get into game 3. Let's have a look. Game 3, 1-1 at the moment here in this best of 5 grand finals between Team Liquid and Team Secret. The drafts are out. The final pick from Secret being that Templar Assassin. How do we feel about that? Mid 1 TA, this is a hero that he can pop off on. The question is, can he do it this game against Liquid's lineup?
I think it's all about just setting the pace of the game and just looking to barrel over the game. I think, like Grant was saying, I think they're trying to end the game at some quick timing they're getting around, just like a Roche with your mech. You get this advantage pressed on, you take these towers. This is the objective take. That TA with the troll, they can actually look to pressure those. The lane, we've seen the TAs doing a little bit better versus the Razor. It's still Razor favored matchup, and Matu is of course a specialist on the hero, but mid one has been doing some spectacular stuff. So
They had a great performance in the mid lane last game. Yeah, obviously this time, as you say, it's not sort of a clean-cut advantage that you can have with this hero, but you cannot write off the magic that Mid One can bring in his 1v1 performances.
Yeah, it can be a bit concerning if it does get to the later stages of the game. You're playing versus, sure, you have these really hard scaling heroes that can go up, but it is a Yapster Enigma and it is Puppey playing the line. So it's not Yapster going to be this like Aghanim's line or anything. He's going to be that Enigma. And there's the potential of the Morphling, of course, Miracle popping off, but he can also turn into Razor in the later stages of the game. And you look, Troll and TA, if they're both linked up, the damage is just not going to be there for Secret in the later stages, if that is the choice, that the target that he wants to be morphing into. So a lot of potential for the Morphling to turn into all these different heroes.
It'll be interesting to see in that sense what sort of build Matuma goes for, because we saw last time when that was the case, and I believe they did win the game, he goes for this very tanky build, the Crimson Guard into the Shiva's Guard, just making sure that he can't stay alive, because that's what his life is, it's just making sure he can stand, I think. Yeah,
definitely a possibility in this one. Atos, not too bad either. They already have a lot of stun and setup though, so he might not even want to go for that one. It does always give you those stats, which are great.
Liquid built themselves from the trees, Puppey. As Holmes was done, get off back GH, but GH, she's got the sun to follow it up afterwards. Now block him off, give him the spurts a miracle. They've got to be careful. The quad rampage to see that first match. They've got to do everything they can to make sure it doesn't happen again.
That was probably who TP'd up there as well, because they were changing their lanes, but Liquid, they get lanes that they want. They have a great setup here. They have this lane just fine. He's even wanting to look to, okay, Mike actually giving 2 sentries. We've been seeing the team doing this a lot now when you have the lane. He's actually going to walk in and block the Enigma camps as quote-unquote offlaner. And oh my, that's a troll.
It doesn't traction back up. 3 hits surrounding him. Post out. That's a kill. That's it. Getting the kill on Mid1. Let's see. Also, great give off the back of that there. The CS was getting that kill, that bit of a leg up against Mid1's TA. Gonna do huge things for Mid1.
Yeah, definitely. It's just going to be that much more pressure, and we see Miracles popping top already too. My control should be able to do down fire on bottom, but he does at least have good farm down here. We actually saw Yapster did something different this game. We've been seeing a lot of people just pulling the Ring of Regen. He actually just farmed until he could get the Ring of Health, and then gave the full Ring of Health to Nisha instead of having, where you give both. You give Ring of Regen, then you give Health. It's just a very fast Ring of Health on this troll. Yeah. So this sustain is very useful.
Oh yeah, Nisha should be pretty safe down here.
Absolutely.
Plus non-constant HP regen means that he can stand there and take the abuse out from the Sand King. Needs to back up and have to rely on purchasing a lot of regen and sustain for himself.
Yep. And threaten that mid lane, bringing a couple of heroes over there. They already solidified the top lane for Miracle. He's going to have a good time once he gets some levels versus the Doom.
But this is not the case, right? When you run Nick, the in the lane, you do your best to not behind.
Copy bottom.
It's going to be hard to get kills to sit there because bottom, GH, so the spike. Attacks back one more watching 5 points is still behind it here, but Mike Control, another stunner. Control will be allowed to walk back to the safe.
Ooh, the quick little sidestep sneak off the mark.
Unable to get that kill. Liquid still owns 2 kills on the board.
Yeah, the Yapster is being slowed down heavily though, just because that 1 sentry where we were talking about, my control that that camp. So we see Yapster in level 2. The timing will not be as fast as usual. Your 5-minute dominator will be delayed a bit because of that camp blocked. We see TA, we see Mid1 starting to recover in that matchup, even though he's playing versus the early first blood boost early on with the pressure.
You get the next one's GH, spike down, holding up in his mind control, trying to get the stone out. GH trying to get back underneath the town. The stone will get the kill.
So instead of waiting for his camps to respawn, he's like, I'm going to just keep trying to do something. Actually makes it aggressive. And Malefice early on to go for something not expected. Only from seeing Name come out of his jungle. Yeah, sort of finds a very fortunate rune down bottom too for that. So, and rune. That Morphling.
I was going to say, Secret, they're going to be a little aware of this. They are allowing Miracle space to have this play. That's down. Bottom, up. Started it out with Atlas. Actually having a go. was the X down and he'll get it. Another to the ace. Secret. Make the deal. Step up for a nice little boost. It's the gold of Nisha. As much as the Miracle Mob, Nisha is having a very nice time with these kills now.
Yeah, and I is getting a more in the sinking. I can he's moving around the bunch, he's having to play like a little bit more support while he's doing the more thing.
And again, it stuns. Mount to blast as well. A heavy harassment out of Nisha. Out of the lane, making space. Mike could try to get back to farming down bottom. And the mid lane, 22 for 10 on Matsu, 19 for 13 on mid one. Still very close. GH around to help out to keep edge.
That's interesting when these lanes coming out. It's like Dai still just on top. He's like just hovering around the mid. 3 heroes just rolling and collapse. Trying to benefit as much as they can of this first catapult wave.
Everyone's trying to get by Carapace to bounce back. Is what happened. Starts thrown out. Nothing else to follow. With the 2 supports by his side, not a ton mid one can move forward at the moment. But he will make his way back down bottom. As this bottom lane has been able to find off. To have the 2 supports, you can run him down and provide the lockdown required. Nisha to get the kill.
I mean, that's the big win there for Good, is that Zayas had a great time. Can bully a Doom as a Morphling certainly on. He just has way too regen with his double power. But now when it comes in, 2 supports Liquid trying to put the pressure on it.
This happens. Go to the bring him on the need a lot of body blocks if they want to do something. Speed.
He's 40 HP regen as well. 37.2 need to tango.
That armor with a face boost. It's a hard kill to get.
Even this the toughness all right, that he gets from the things that kill them.
It definitely just did get taken down.
He's out leveling him just because the Nazis to get so and.
But he's really pushed from Secret.
When did that dominator stuff that probably see that picked up so much? He's very under level though. It's only level 3. Level 4, 4.5, maybe even 5. Says Paul.
Country down. Like looks drop. It's a blade on command. CP comes in from DA. Secret. Speak before they don't. Kill off Sanking. GH and Kurok. Push Secret on town.
Try to take as many heroes as possible in order to just slow down the push. You don't want this Enigma to push this down and then just go over your jump. And forcing reactions like this, now Miracle has to be very careful. If Dai gets a surprise Doom from the tree lines, he can kill the Miracle. Already level 6 up now with the phase boot and that crown.
3 hits from both around this bottom lane. GH. X is Nisha, cuts through the line. On 2 of them. On to GH. He's done hard. The micro is there. Yeah. Brings the center, looks it down. And they're all for Secret on this lane.
Yep, they're putting pressure down bottom because they know Zai's doing great. Is now starting to back up. You just have to farm jungle because there's that risk of you die. You just get caught off guard once. They might have to start doing rotations and kill this Doom so Miracle can have a home again. They're actually going to bring my control, and yeah, that looks like it's going to be the move. Kill this Doom.
All 3 cores banding together on this top lane to play on Zai.
Not something you see every day.
Oh, it's all 8 minutes in. 3 cores are coming. Can't bring his way away from this. It doesn't look like it's enough rightly. Between that, the Agi shifted morph and tackling damage sucked up by Gummerman. Get Zai out of the lane.
It's a 3-man corporation.
It is.
Something to more because when doing that,
yeah, it's not hugely efficient.
Absolutely. No, the Secret's going to just farm out as much as possible. Straight to jungle. And that will continue to farm on that Enigma. So you see that there's that like 2 lead right for Secret for the next few moments, but you really want to get this tower off this, and it looks like we'll be able to at least. So.
Down bottom there, look with the Kuro. Secret keeping the eyes on Kuro. You see him down there with the penalty. It's Kuro Woodson. Oh, look, he does the cut as he very click. The Kuro could be sort of on it. And then GH from down. Hit one. And down, Jed. Again, These movements now, Guy getting involved down back. That top lane, strike back hard, catch Liquid off guard.
Miracle's going to port bottom to try to get some farm down here. They're going to sure from Miracle does have to be doesn't just get caught us into the next sitting at low HP. Might have to sit a little higher. He's 800, so a little bit for here, but still can't get risk of getting chains done. He made one get himself a really nice run low here coming up. Sure, going to be able to claim themselves 3 of the value.
Secret, I feel pretty about 10 minutes of the game. They have a 3 lead. They struggled with happening, and they've got away with it. They are rule as a team. Absolutely, and they're having plays around the map to put the pressure on being absolutely, they just can't punish the troll. Being steep jungle.
Such support in this game. It's a level 4 iron. The next level 5. You're much higher level because you get that free jungle. But then look at the supports with 2. Even though they've been giving some lanes, it's a level 4 Nick and a level 4 Wyvern as well. Get at the 11-minute mark. They're going to eat their homes to get at least one of them. But yeah, just a lot of patience around the weapon. Oof. H. Those side blades.
Continuing to soak up the space at the top. They may have been able to take him out with the 3-man, 3-core gank earlier. Die still level 8. And level with the other core on the bottom. They're trying to play Miracle. Dig at the top. Yeah, strength top. Not there for Anish. Very hard. They do not get that before he starts to back up.
They're just on. It's actually just going to be a drop into a beak. He looks like a rush onto his eye. I was curious to see if maybe someone was going to go for that rush. He's not playing versus that Morphling anymore, though. Fight around it with your Morph that one time with the one disc elbow. We still can see him up later on. He does have the so he is looking aggressive. Their scan could all is deep into inside of this area, so they see them move from Liquid. His eyes are black. Massive hour as well, so his gold is going to keep increasing more than that of the tanking mind controls plan.
The hidden ones have blessed me.
Tanking game first 12 minutes. 3 to 4. The quietest game I think we've had so far in this series. 4K gold advantage to Raiders.
Yeah, Secret just coming up the map. Jungle as well. Able to move out. Here's the Liquid will struggle to go without being afraid of losing their lives.
Liquid has to get Kuroki level 6 in these next moments. You see, he's sapping the mid lane. It's really important to get this fixed because in these next 3 you could see Secret. As soon as that layer is finished on the TA, and moving to the push pits. Needs to have their ultimate available to set up the ball.
Denied.
With mid one here in that middle lane. Denying so much as well from Kuro when he does show.
Level 12 on TA.
Another brilliant start from mid one in the middle lane.
12 then 9, and that's the Morphling who has been farming a decent amount. Yeah, mid. Even that's part of the game. Keep up.
Top. Will to try and go for that one again. Breaks it, but he's snapped. They do that. Right cap it, set up for the stun. Could be around. Help out that. The damage is entering. Who's got the hex and then 2. Picks up Bucksy. Kill from everyone. And a finger death up for Bucky as well.
Having the incredible farm phase drums doesn't show you have Carapace to set up off the score so they don't have enough damage to bring him down, and Secret was off that kill. The Death will finish that out coming on the courier soon. Pressure these out.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The strike will make its way out of there before Puppy can land. Tower going down. 14 minutes. Hitting timing pressure with the to do so. Back in this GH tries to move forward, but Secret will the spike cappers. They'll back out.
Bottom tower.
All the safety. As it's a 7K lead now for Secret. It's 14 minutes in. 4 heroes farming an absolute treat on the lineup as Shabsor, he's up there with the rest of the cores.
He can spell a wall that he doesn't have to worry about initiations. That's the only one. If he's able to play around, even level 7 too, he could have an early BKB, and that's very Liquid's draft, and they're most matched still too. Take time for them to ramp up.
I mean,
Because he's been
just so far, Niche has got the play complete.
already.
He can't run with this one. He's been built up the sun, juked up the Absol. He's trying to escape the slows out from Niche. There's a problem. The six is what do it from trouble. And then the slump kill for Niche. He gets the kill still. My God. He's still alive. He's got an elevator. He's got a TP. Into the trees. He's out of there. Couldn't keep someone safe, and they could not kill him.
Midboy just looking at this is the sorry. He started this thing with 3 heroes. It doesn't matter.
It's not no way he was going to get a. But he did. Stand alive. Alteration of the embrace matter. Had to alive for a little bit because they just couldn't fight for the reflection. They couldn't kill him quick enough.
I would think that they would kill him too because they've done entry ward there with him, but they didn't kill the trap. Even though they had that entry ward, he was able to use it, let it prime itself as well for that extra. Ward assault as well for the time.
He leads us in.
All over.
The fact that all with the uniform and farm, not like good, haven't used the curse to keep himself alive. But this is,
on him.
I mean, this is when the same amount, high level farm, football in and top of the heads, Curve is dead. Secret starting to run three. No, I go. Where's my cameras? Incredible. She does it in box. No change. Still waiting out of the cover. Has that vendetta? He should drop Jeep back to have the stun. Do manage to get kills on both of them.
Well, well, the whole situation's happening. Finger as well. He survived.
And they plays in the mid and control. He's hunting down. Straight from the set up the box trap. H's follow up. The rest of Liquid coming in. They're a 9 goal deficit, but they're hitting back hard. Mid-Rodney, he's got to walk away though. They get the team and Zai was to make sure Matt Zimmerman had to hold back. They were to walk to Doom and step, but Zai so incredibly thank you. Down. How they kill him? There's the dog. Squad up as well. Zai can walk away. And the holds in place, but mid-Rodney, they have attack. Need to stop the mind control. Finally, from out of this GH Matsu, all relatively low. So now for the mud golem, they're up high ground, miracle with the support from the backline, they're away from the rest. It's by they're in, he's cooking on his head. Liquid to keep remember there. GH, they should be to get out as they keep vision here with the mud golem. But let GH be.
I love how both teams are just responding. It's the biggest thing they can gain out of this is they can get a big fight into Roche, but there's no bound rune spawning, there's no towers. I mean, they're just straight up battling versus each other and matching aggression. Love it. Even though Miracle in the first, he survived in the afterwards. He ways run him down. They do a lot of damage in that lockdown. Still there. One of the more heroes still can be chosen versus a Morphling.
Happy. Trying to poke G8 is deep. Mind control ones. Yep. Happy. Trying for mid one as well, but the blink sound the jump away Stangling. A way of breaking through the refraction. Put some man on it. Still dropping the 9 niche shots. A few away from having a big KB. At that point, they have to get the static. They did not static control. Niche straight through the fight and tear apart.
It's tough to get, right? Because they have the this was introduced and he's going to chop them for spell from him. And when he pops the BKB, those spells will he's got it. There's Shields up for about 3 seconds. Got it all available. This is kill somebody, go straight to that Roche with the TA.
Back up 20 seconds as well. The Absol.
They wanted to get this.
Lincoln's. Miracle stunning. GH has to start. Gonna jump over the Miracle. Too much HP to work with. They're looking more GH instead. Slow from the GH is good now. It's the kill. Does those perfect. Trying to hit the whole like it's Betting Zai, that hard to kill Doom. Curses like that, Kuro will get it every time.
Just absolute perfect. Just position killer for Doom is very nice to set up there. Also, we're starting to see that combo. Right? The reason they picked 5 great first them, but it allows sinking your Nexus to line up to get your spells off.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We're going to see some full BKB time come from Secret pretty soon. Liquid, they are still mostly magic damage. We're mentioning Morphling still going to be able to pack that punch, but these disables are what they need actually to kind of to get that physical damage. And mid one still has some time before he has it, but the other two, Doom will have that ready.
No, they 10k behind. In these fights, they're definitely showing that with the lineup Liquid has, they can still these kickoffs that it is not necessarily even have this very early lead. They're still without the need for a lot of irons, Liquid's lineup.
They still have this very strong Morphling, but this is the pace Secret wants to be set. They want to be playing very well, getting that early lead and get that Roche get on. Don't want to get too late versus
Dire's middle tower
huge
is under
advantage,
attack.
and it's you'll have that them to make up for the fact of the matchup discrepancy. They always have the important thing. They will always have that long distance Lincoln's break, so just that instant disable. If they're ever able to get an item, they want to get the GPM talent.
Dire are scanning.
One of these supports the whole easier.
Yeah, they just still have to be careful. They understand that have playing together. Because if they make a mistake and someone gets caught in this game, the whole game explodes. Because TA, the BKB, the blink, it just changes everything. So they're all slipped out. They're sitting behind that mid lane, hoping that somebody would go on that Morphling there. But our secret isn't it. We were talking about how these teams, they really just want to battle this year.
Yes, Secret had to go all the time to make sure that do not allow themselves to be caught up by the curse. It happened once this game. 4 of them. You can only imagine the Secret are going to be more prepared for Kuro and his movements.
In the back, even Roki playing sensual. Look at the map right now, and he's just placing them in the lane to make sure that they're trapped by that generic lines. Got the blink back now, so Secret also has a better way of initiation because they didn't really have it before. They were just walking into the fights. Now this provides multiple ways of jumping with PA and
As Liquid will start to put into the back and side lanes.
far away from that mid. Though you see, sure, start making his way toward, but Rasmus sitting around that. They see the emphasis is Roshan. All about this Roshan in the next few moments.
He's got the big iron. BKB. Gold. Just the 50 gold away. They'll be out.
Time. A triple BKB and that look to at Liquid as they do not have. There's one.
Left behind. Team, it's not because but Grace tries to go down. It's nice to get them lane at the same time. TV coming in from Nico though. Slow one coupons to check. He's able to haste his way out of that.
Poppy saved the favor in those last situations. The save to go back for one of those cores, particularly Morphling damage. And you see a little Liquid immediately start no advantage when they have even one kill. As long as they have Wyvern, they can push over to get some tower. He's out. PH.
Oh,
Get the
Take the card. Did not have anything on it at the time. They may and see with Midborn beat. Got the people have an excellent level, so they go back out. The spike camper stun him down. And put him from cover for the high. It doesn't matter.
Not this time.
That's why he had the finger saved. So that's what they play him in. He's looking to commit onto Midborn. That's the fight going on the CX to Midborn. But he's out getting heavily limited. Control. Both shot down. He's up to miracle. Get away, close the break. Keep it still dies. Knee after lockdown upon him. Mind control. Get over the episode. Hold back, knee. They're on top of my he got killed with the start instead of chaps. This is going to be full about 10. So we're now one again.
He just picked. He got early kill at the beginning of the fight. Picked up the fight. He got that secondary one afterwards. Playing around their shrine. Very nice.
Copy as well. He takes down through the vessel. Another kill. Liquid. A gold lead. And he shut down.
I was in KB and Secret just they were forcing that in. Yapsar was a good situation for a black hole. They were trying to fight him out. The fight was so split up that they actually lost their TA during it.
It was such a risky play from Midborn. Just feeling overconfident with KB. But as we head for this static going, you're only going to be damaged because then you pretty much use the TA.
Yeah. Going to see level on so there's the potential 2 more levels to get that more target, and then he's got the double things that he has to be concerned about. He just turned into that reserve. Now turn into the Doom, getting a bit of extra gold, get a little bit of that HP regen. Pretty nice. Hey, he made it into the pits. Good cannot stab.
That's it's so hard as well with GH. Vision up.
They've also got Crimson got it on this Sand King too, so that damage that from their fifth.
Trying to go to walk his straight away.
And it's right into the Secret just walk in and clean that one. They get to do him shit.
He will see get back, but in Secret they will get rubbish at the edges. BKB thinking over the with that will just with the BKB. But Nisha, great disengage, was setting static link, but he gets out there in time, so he doesn't lose much. He can get back in. He's able to now they're putting back out.
This is what you're looking to try to get huge advantages. Exactly what they need in this game. They keep getting slow on that troll.
It's taken away and Secret get the another kill onto Matu. The back the miracles back in the game. When Kaylee Bailey this is back track there. Play from and they're hitting the time.
Yeah, look, moving, having cores and that's becoming that fourth core is on top. The top man really getting great the situation. He's getting really high lanes, but he doesn't have crazy amount of that he's really doing. But they really want
GH on the half. One. Set time up. Only losing a spot. See, Miracle's got to be careful as he shows him.
Yeah, so it's kind of a corner.
I guess he pretty much is at this point. He really is.
They're trying to take advantage of that. They do have buyback on my controller. They want to for something. They're smoked, looking for something.
See what they can get. People would be nice, but a little more sweeter. I think it's time to open and done. No one had quite close enough to in and start lock down Zaya. Well, Liquid do secret back of the Miracle from the farm of Bibble. Just the fact everybody in Liquid is both mind control and November struggling how good of game
very so always have it done, but it's hard. I mean, this it's cool to be able to deal with the more impressive level 25 pretty big force reckoning with that battle trans. Anytime you get locked down, you're and he's still got to put that in his build. So it's okay, but they're strong right now. Has the full attack finished on top too. Even started items on Poppy. We were talking about get items until he gets level 15. He got that GPM picking it. We're capable now for this support. He's going to continue this line.
Shows most, and then the very much behind Miracle. Up there, this very hard as we've seen for Yaps or make any sort of black hole players. No, Kuro is in the back.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This with all the last
Radiant's bottom tower.
About the curse for 50 seconds.
They've got the Lins pushing in as well as bottom. Isha walking up toward the high ground.
It's going to be a hard for the push this back as just for a hero. To the top secret. The tier 3 towers take. They're onto the back. They're jump forward, trying to play and blitz. Okay, see the siege. It's the absolute comes in. He got through it. That's still up to the get to me. That's everybody the way the sun coming out from down. It's going to be there. And we'll get you back the leading up by Sig as they break their ace once more. Trying to chase. He could have won that too. Trying
Don't be beyond 3 quarters on the side of Sig. Even the opportunity to get
Radiant's middle tower.
game. Open up. Two.
There's no
There's no buybacks.
control on the two line left to try and notice the ball. He's some ridiculous sort of format. But no, after secret positioning himself. He got his point. Answer for Matthew's dead. He's will step back to safety. GH is back in a second. Towards the engine. Look at the vision. We'll have the first available in a couple. We're back in the game, and it actually looks like Liquid will get another day from now. This game ain't quite yet.
But such an accumulation of Secret had a 24k gold lead, so many minutes picked up, level 25 already. The new level 25 TA2, we've been seeing it more often, but getting this new Bash talent, we've been seeing people pick up. It's really interesting too, because it just, it pierces those BKBs, it just people all times. Oh, a DD response in front of it with the but Roach is still done.
Got to be breathing a small sigh of relief. Not the great they are, and still in a very tough situation. 24k now down 2 rounds gone away, but being able to push them back there, that final sort of hole between the two of them, it is enough. They keep this game going, and they have another chance, Fog.
But it's just so hard because of these triple BKBs. They can't and just collapse on them. And now I believe they actually have 4. Nisha also has and a DD in a ball too. Secret's gonna need a miracle type of player. If you can get a curse, if you can get hurt, then just the follow-ups before the BKBs go up.
That can do that.
So yeah, that's set up. If they can get it with the follow-up outward from an epicenter, they could have damage to be able to look to bring it to Secret. Still backing up, looking to pick up these next few items. Sorry, this is the most crucial one too for him. It's gonna be the Lincoln's next. Lincoln's plus BKB, no way for Liquid to actually kill that black hole now. It does before it. It's finished.
He's going to be looking.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out for this Enigma.
Are scanning.
Staying down bottom, and control, able to push that bottom wave out pretty far. Keep it away from the base.
But Tomba and Mind Control just been stuck at this 11k gold minute or so, just unable to really win any fights, just dying every single time. Start of it.
He's got this with the damage. About 4 puppies, 7 stacks now.
It's a long time with anything now too. They've got top in, they've got the tier 2 as well. We'll be fighting about 20 seconds for that one, but see, they can definitely just look to close this out. They have 80 seconds where they can be aggressive.
See there, this game, Matu's net worth just flat at this certain point.
Yeah.
No space for him to get on the map, but Secret's cross and DH has his eyes on Yap. Getting some important information here for Liquid as Secret start to get into position to push to the high ground once more. Spats still lose the courier there. So that's Plate Mail and Wraith Band gone. Able to take that away. So some doesn't mind go on it there. Get the nuke down onto the Joseph. They're jumping at the back line. They've managed to get the Doom down there onto the Morphlet. Miracle, he turned into him. Get instant heading Doom. Winters can not save it. Liquid, Yapso jump in. There's the DG back off. This game is over. Secret will take game 3.
The early game rotation from Secret has been on point. Yapso got slowed down levels and slowed down. They were making moves constantly, and it was really